tell us a little bit more about TX. What are the key requirements, and how have you approached that product line?
Yeah, thanks, Brad. Yeah, so these TX switches, it's just not another line of switches. Purpose-built for these ISP deployments. So we've learned about these ISPs and what they need, and we wanted to give them a simple, single-box solution. So in this box, we give them everything that they need. So number one, what do they need? Well, they need a switch. So we gave them an enterprise-grade, feature-rich, non-blocking L2, L3 switch. But what else is needed in these tower deployments? It doesn't stop there. They also need things like intelligent PoE, right? It's not just about standards-based PoE. In this market segment, you also need passive PoE as well. High voltage with 54 volts, low voltage passive PoE. We supply all of that in this single box. What else do you get with these TX switches? Well, you know, when you're connecting these radios and when you're connecting the Cambium radios, you need a timing synchronization mechanism, so Cambium Sync. So do you buy another box for Cambium Sync? No. It's also integrated into these TX switches. So these TX switches really do provide the customer a single box solution that makes these deployments very, very easy and simple to deploy. So this one box, L2, L3 switching, Cambium Sync, intelligent PoE, and it comes with dual removable redundant power supplies, which is a big hit. Everybody is asking about these.
So are these like field replaceable units?
Absolutely. It's available in the front panel of the box. Everything that I'm talking about here is available on the front panel of the box. In these tower deployments, sometimes it can be very hard to get around to the rear panel. So these power supplies, as an example, they slide into the front of the box, and they're meant to be field replaceable.
But John, these are like, you know, the environments at the tower site.
Yeah.
It's not like an enterprise office, right?
That's right.
They're maybe not air-conditioned buildings, things like that, right? Are you doing something there to ruggedize these switches?
Yeah, yes. So these TX switches are meant to go inside of an enclosure. You can't put them out in the snow and the rain, but they are hardened. They are ruggedized from a temperature point of view. So a wide temperature range on these TX switches. It really does give you everything you need. You know, I've talked about the PoE, I've talked about the Cambium Sync, I've talked about the enterprise switching capabilities. But what you get along with that are all the things that we've talked about today. Simplicity. Right? So the automation, the PBA, it works on these switches too. When you plug in a radio, if you want Cambium Sync to be applied to that port, you can have that done automatically with a PBA policy. You don't have to do any manual configuration on that switch. So simplicity with these TX switches, and highly secure with these TX switches. It really is a switch that's getting a lot of notice, a lot of demand, a lot of interest out there. These TX switches are available today, right? We're not talking about a future portfolio. We've been shipping these switches for about 3 months now.
Hey, I'm still stuck on that dual power supply because that is a requirement.
That means two. There's two power supplies.
That part I got.
Yes.
Right, but I get enough of enterprise customers who are doing a mission critical network saying, hey, the switches don't normally fail, but anything that fails, it's possibly the weakest link there. It's a power supply, right? And they want a dual power supply, and not everybody, but some of them want it.
Yep.
Now, can the TX switch with this dual power supply option that you gave, will that work on that network?
Absolutely. So you can use these switches with just one power supply. You get 100% of the functionality with this one power supply. If you use two power supplies, it gives you the redundancy and the peace of mind that you want for these tower deployments. You do not want your switch that provides network connectivity to all of your customers to go out. So these dual removable redundant power supplies is a very important feature. And these power supplies come in different types and different shapes. You know, we have 6 that we offer at Cambium. AC power supplies, as well in very big demand are the DC power supplies. And they come in various sizes as far as how much PoE power budget you need, which depends on what type of radios you're going to be deploying. Now, if you start needing more power, you need bigger power supply, very easy to replace these. These are hot swappable power supplies.